ready. Woo! We on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive.
Cool. Let's go, baby. What you doing tonight, girl? Probably watching Grand Slam, is she, Big Joe? Holy shit.
Here you go.
Holy shit. Wow. Yo, Clint.
What?
I'm gonna need a magnetic. 180. Holy fuck, dude. This was in the same case of Tiger. Boom! Hey! Let's go, baby! Told y'all we fucking bring the fucking heat, son. Woo! Oh shit! There it is! Oh my god! The fucking bomb! Get some, motherfucker! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! There it is, I got it. I got my fucking card! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Yes, baby! Told you we can do it! Let's go, baby! Boom! What up? What is up? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I was going through eBay this weekend and I saw something I wanted to go over with y'all, make sure y'all kind of had an idea of what was going on, at least on something I saw. But this weekend I was looking at Kobe stuff, and all of a sudden these repacks started popping up. You know, essentially just like GOAT or Breakers Row or Gold Mine, something like that. You know, the golden nuggets. And the guy was selling them for like $40 a piece, but he had put in there like his chasers, which I don't know what the hell that means, but we just put our hits in there. But whatever that is I could tell that he had stole pictures from, like, it was like a Luka Doncic National Treasures RPA. Huge cards, but they were kind of ripped off of another auction or a website or whatever. And it dawned on me, I was like, yo, our customers need to understand that not everything out there is like what we deliver. So, you know, what you need to do is whenever you're buying this stuff, the person selling it, you need to know about their character and their integrity. If they're, you know, I could throw up a golden nugget thing on eBay right now and sell 5,000 of them, and say there's a Luka Doncic National Treasures RPA and never have one in there. That's low integrity, low character, whatever you want to call it. And that's what's going on. I mean, I'm not thinking it. I know that that's going on some of this. The math just wouldn't add up. So I wanted to let y'all know that because you've had some good experiences, be real careful, man. In this industry, there's more snakes and shysters than there are quality people, and that's from a long 20. I consider baseball cards like anything after 1998 and on is what counts. Like, I don't give a shit what was happening with baseball cards in 1960, 1970, all the way up to 1980 was the first time cards were even anything other than pictures. But I don't really give a shit what a guy knows from 1982. That's not what's going bananas in the industry now. The savvy ones have been rolling since 1998 when PSA really got rolling until now. That's about 22 years experience. If there's people that legitimately have been running to the big card shows in that industry, in that game for those 22 years, yeah, you probably can listen to those guys, and unless they're stupid, they probably have some valuable information. But somebody that hops in 6 months ago and submits 100 cards and becomes a grading expert, let me just tell you, isn't a grading expert. So you do whatever you want, but it's something that I feel like I've done this so long, and I'm even lost right now in this industry. I have to check with my friends on certain cards because the market is so wacky. You guys have to be very careful when you're selling your cards right now on eBay. If you go to comps, if you don't search by recently sold, you might look at a card 2 months ago that's selling for a third of what it's selling for today. So it's very important that you're searching. Like if you've got a silver prism, you've got to search for most recent, because that cards went bananas just over the weekend and over the last 2, 3, 4 months. Kobe's that were selling for, I bought a Kobe EX PSA 9 for $150 probably a year ago. It's $1,500 now. So you can't, don't take average comps. You need to take the last 30 days or so for that run-of-the-mill stuff that trades day in and day out. You've got to kind of keep your head on a swivel. They're going to be out, man, and they're coming with their mallets. They're going to try to bang you over the head. So get ready. If you've got LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, Giannis, Luka, you've got a gold mine right now. So protect your investment, man. This isn't small money we're talking about now. You step outside of the card industry, and $8,000 is an enormous amount of money. And that's pretty much what everybody's holding that has one silver Luka PSA 10 today. So this isn't kids, this isn't kids play anymore. This is the real deal. What I want to do is every once in a while have one of these little episodes where we may go over something that's sold, something that's important, or just some little tidbits, because I do feel like I have some knowledge that I can share with you guys. But take it from me, I don't know. I know some, but I don't know it all, and there's nobody out there that does. What you want to do is you want to find friends and contacts that are specialize in certain things, so you have your Rolodex of people you can go to. Selling basketball stuff from this year, yeah, I've sold a lot of that, so I have some experience in that. But when you start talking about grading vintage cards or vintage sets, I'm not your guy. But there is a guy out there. But be careful of those who act like they know it all. There's just too much to know in this industry right now, and it's changing so much. Somebody who knew it all 6 months ago doesn't know really anything today. So keep that in mind. I'm just trying to keep you safe, man, because when I was searching, I was like, oh my gosh, people are... they're pretty much ripping off all those ideas now, and I really feel like they're taking advantage of the new people that are coming into the industry. So the other thing is, I was going to talk to you guys about grading. As far as grading your cards, you need to grade your cards right now. All these prisms, we've opened millions of dollars for you guys in the last couple of years of Prism, Select, Chronicles, whatever. You need to dig your stuff up, and if you don't know how, it's just like I always talk about in life, man. Okay, I didn't know how to do it either. You shouldn't call me up and ask me how to do it. I didn't call anybody up in 1998 and ask them how to do it. You need to print off the form, maybe watch a YouTube video or something, but I'm telling you, it's in your family's best interest to have your cards graded right now by PSA or Beckett. It just is. It's just unbelievable the amount of return that people are getting on a LeBron James base Prism card or a Luka second year Prism base card. But it takes time. You have to know how to do it, which if you graduated high school, you can do it. It's not anything that they didn't throw at you in algebra, I promise you. It's a whole lot easier than algebra. It's just you got to pay attention to what you're doing and take your time. But I can assure you it's worth it. And once you do it 4 or 5 times. When I sold real estate, the first couple contracts I wrote, they might as well have been in Chinese. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But you know what? I plugged through. I did the best I could. And before you knew it, I knew the contract forwards and backwards. It's the same thing with grading. But it's on you to do that. It's not on your card shop buddy. It's not on your friend. You have to go get these things if you want it. But I'm telling you, they're out there and they're sitting in your boxes right now. If you'll do a little research, spend some time on it, you'll become an expert at it. I really feel that way. If you'll spend 30 minutes a day for the next 3 or 4 years studying sports cards, you'll understand sports cards. You know, don't get too, you need to send in, like, if you're only looking for Gem Mint cards, I can find something wrong with every card. Every card I've ever seen, I can find something. So don't just look for a perfect card. What I always try to do, the rule of thumb for me is this card going to 9? If this card is going to 9, that means, hey, I break even. If it gems, you're making huge money. And really right now, if they 9, like, you're making huge money. 10s and 9.5s, black labels, pristine 10s. I mean, you hit the right card and you can buy your kid a car. So it's time, man. We've done all this, and I feel like there's a lot of you guys out there that we've earned your business, and we can help you out right now as far as telling you on the grading thing. Pay for the PSA membership, get your 15 free grades. It'll be one of the best investments you make in the industry. Buy one less box of cards and do that. Why would I be telling you not to buy my box of cards and sign up for PSA if it wasn't in your best interests? I mean, it just is. And I actually do care about you guys. And we're sending in a lot of cards right now. I think we have 700 there now. We'll send in, no, we have 600 there. Another 100 is right here. So 700 goes out today. And then we try to send 100 a week. And the returns have been astronomical. As far as, like, this guy says Kyler Murray price is going up or down, that's something that I try not to get into with you guys, because I don't have any idea more than anybody else. Every genius out there is buying up there's one for everybody. Devontae Graham, DeFazenzio, Gary Trent Jr. Everybody's trying to be the next genius in this industry and buy up 100 of whoever. And if it hits, great. But my advice to you is, just like in the stock market, buy the blue chips. Fuck whoever, Slappy Anthony Simons. Like, you need to buy LeBron. You need to buy Jordan. You need to buy Kobe in a lot of instances. You need to buy Giannis. You need to buy Luka. Devin Booker is an absolute beast that's going to explode. Sooner or later, Devin Booker, mark my words, if I was giving advice, it's Booker for the money. But, you can take my opinion in $1 and get you a Diet Dew out of the machine. Just keep that in mind with everybody. All these sites popping up now telling you, invest in this, invest in that, this is serious business, but you can change your family's life if you start grading some of your own cards, getting wise on how to sell them, how to optimize. It's not mine or anybody else's job to do everything for you. You are going to have to put some work in, but it's no big deal. You'll if you have a passion for it, it should be easy after a little bit. But don't be overwhelmed, man. That it's like everything else, man. It's like, for whatever reason, people are afraid. Oh, the mail's going to get lost. Well, right now, don't send USPS. Send FedEx or UPS to these places. But like fear. The fear of loss is greater than the gain. And I'm just telling you right now, that's not the case right now. Give it a try. Send me a thank you note. I'll put in my scrapbook when you hit that big money card. But I wanted to go over that real quick because I feel like there's some people out there that really have some nice cards that they could get graded and make a lot of money. You're going to have to be patient. It'll take you 6 months, 8 months, but it just is what it is. There's a reason there's a backlog, and it's because it's such a cash cow. So get in on the gold rush. I call 2020 sports card industry the newest gold rush, and it is. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know if it'll end tomorrow. We're in the middle of a pandemic, but what I will tell you is there's never been anything like this in our industry. Nothing. I don't know if I had to guess, I'd say it never will be in my lifetime again. It is absolutely nuts. You can buy pretty much any blue chip, hold it for a couple weeks, and flip it for 20, 30, 40% return. It's nuts. So, we can't predict the future. I'm just telling you what's happened in the last 6 months. So, do what you got to do. The other thing I was going to tell you about is I feel like football is going to be pretty solid with the class that they have. So just like I said in basketball, if you remember, I didn't tell you last year to buy a football box pre-sale or a basketball box pre-sale. I'm not going to tell you something I don't believe. Now, look how wrong I was. 2 years down the road, 18-19 was massive in basketball. But what I'm saying is I'm not just saying this to sell you a box of cards. I have way more orders than I do boxes. Buy it from me, don't buy it from me. The reason I would say buy it from us is because the bottom line is on the pre-sales, we're cheaper. And at the end of the day, when you're trying to invest in something, that's what you're trying to find the best deal. So if you find it cheaper, buy it, you know. But what I think 2020 football, even if we don't have a season, I think people are going to be so hungry for it when Burrow and those guys come out that it could be a really big box. So my philosophy for you is the same philosophy I had in basketball, which is I bought one box of every single product we've sold in this store. I have one box of every basketball product from 2019, 2020 I own because I took my own advice. And I'll probably do this with football too. I haven't yet, but I feel like one box of football, it's a little high. I mean, my advice may not even be to pre-sale it, but a week after release. What I've noticed is blowouts coming out at, let's say on Contenders Draft Picks, they're coming out at $350 and we're at $275. Well, $275 is a great deal at that moment, but the problem is a week after release, he's down to $249.95 and we're down to $219.95. So I wouldn't necessarily even say pre-sale. I would say, you know, a week after, or if the season's not played, sometime during that downtime, grab a box of one. And I think in a year or 2, 3 years, it could be a really big deal if Burrow is as good as I think and the class is as good as we think. So it is what it is. I just wanted to tell y'all that too. Other than that, $1.8 million for the Fleer case, one case of basketball cards, $1.8 million. Wouldn't that have been nice? Other than that, have a good week. We'll see y'all on Wednesday for the show. If there's anything you need, if you're having a hard time, man, I feel you. There's nobody in this thing that I know of personally that's not dealing with a little bit of either anxiety or loneliness or worried about their job, trying to find a job, wanting to quit their job they hate. Don't ever let anybody tell you that we all don't have obstacles. Hell, there's people in our lives that it seems like they were just put there to be an obstacle for you to climb over. And my advice, find a way to climb over. All right, have a good week. I'm about to I'm about to throw hands. Here I come, big boys. All week long, we're going to jam that 10.5 Nike right up that ass. Let's go, baby. Holla at your boy.